call it a vlog. Wagwan masses on the way to the match. Traffic now look too hot still. Can't switch it. But I think I should be able to make it on time. Keep the video updated. As you see me in my colors, flag, everything. But match supposed to nice. Hear the news about Bobby Reed and of course Ravel, my child for Derby County, so best of luck for that. But hopefully we'll beat up that little side there and make me enjoy my first game. I watched Jamaica in probably 15 years. Last game I think we did there at Jamaica, I watched it at stadium. So hopefully, you know, that drive here and everything worth it. Stay tuned. Alright, first off, it was really too hot. They're under control line midfield just like the last one. So see how the man them are doing, you see? Basically a long ball team, 4 forward. Between Daniel Johnson and Hector, there's no connector. That wasn't supposed to rhyme, but still. Like, them line of man right there, so. Don't like it at all. Why? Based on what I see, you know. The tactics, now they're there. Top of my alpha book. Because Bailey, not even a simple thing as Bailey switching side, not happening. We still not have no control in the middle. Daniel Johnson at work, but my only one. And when we get chance, the man them wasteful. Like look on a bunch in there. Where man them not see him score. Yeah, them boy a little blind because the heat really terrible today. But tactically, I never like what I see. Bailey kind of wasteful. But 3 points is 3 points. On to the next game. Pretty nice stadium though. Most interesting thing to me is this right here. The cable system for the cameras. Wagwan masses, welcome back to One Name Sports. And as you saw with the videos at the start, I went to the game yesterday with Jamaica versus Guadeloupe. Good game, but I have some thoughts now that I'm seeing it in person. There's a lot that the camera doesn't capture when you're watching it on TV. So I have some tactical thoughts about what I saw with the proceedings, and I have a big question mark about what is going on with Tyreek McGee. But, you know, without further ado, I'm going to get right into it. And starting off, I would say it was a good game. It was a tense game for our second game in the group. I feel like Guadeloupe was fighting. And we were a little bit in cruise control. I think the early goal kind of messed up what we had planned. I had put out on the 1AM IG that I thought we put in at least 3-4 goals up against this team, but it didn't turn out that way in the end. It took a brilliant piece of skill from Junior Fleming and a great shot in order to put the ball in the net. We had missed several chances, some good shots. The keeper was doing what he was supposed to do. We had a couple shots from Bailey. We had 1 or 2 misses from Shamar. But overall, we were definitely the more dominant team. A big thing while I was there, and as you saw in the video, was I didn't know what was going on with the middle of our field, and that was because I thought that we were working. I thought the tactics was a little different than what I saw in person. In person, I saw that it was actually an old school 4-4-2 that we were playing. So we had Bailey with on one side with Bosa and Corey up top. The problem with that is in modern football, you need someone to be that connector between Daniel Johnson, Hector, and the front two. And at times during the match when the ball is, back in midfield or with Low in the back, you see that Burke and Shamar were pretty much playing essentially the same positions. That's easy for a defender to mark both of them because they're so close to each other. None of them had the speed. None of them were offering anything differently. So they were kind of just stuck and ineffective. one would come deep, but it's only coming deep for 1-2. No, you need to drag your defender back away from the 18-yard box so that the other man might have some more space. But I just feel overall, I know the team is full of a lot of attackers, a lot of forwards, a lot of wingers, but it just doesn't work for our personnel, especially in a game like this. I thought we were supposed to have our front foot, and again, we just needed more control in the midfield. While we were there, when Hector finally came off the field, the whole stadium was cheering that, finally we get this slow man that just fouling everybody off the field. But Daniel Johnson, if he's not picking the pass out to get to the wingers, we're not getting effective. Bailey at one point, the number 3 for Guadeloupe, had him in his pocket. He couldn't get past him. Yes, there were a couple fouls in there that the ref wasn't calling, but I was cussing Bailey out because I was like, switch to the other side of the field, try something different. And in switching, that's how he finally got the ball over to Junior Fleming. But before that, 80 minutes, he was just trying the same thing, and he just didn't have the speed or the strength to get past that Guadeloupe defender. But my biggest problem, again, with the formation, with the 4-4-2, we playing 2 wingers. I see why Tyreek McGee isn't playing. I understand it. But I feel like we could have definitely used a 4-3-3 yesterday. Put Shamar out on the left side. I know that's probably where you wanted, between Bobby and Bailey to be switching. But put Shamar out on the wing. Get him to run at the defenders a little bit. Try something different because he was literally ineffective. And that miss, there was a reason why everybody was jeering him, because it was like, you're not doing anything and you finally get a chance and you miss it. But I'll leave that alone. But Tyreek definitely would have been that connector between Daniel Johnson and Lowe. There were times I was watching, if Lowe didn't try the long ball, which was 90% of the time going to Bailey, then we didn't have any attack going forward. And I feel like that shouldn't be the case, and that's a worrying sign moving forward from, our next match is Costa Rica, but moving forward in the quarters and going up to the final, we're going to be playing better tactical teams than, first-time visitors or little sides when they're really playing at them level of competition before. I wish he definitely experimented with the formation, but I could definitely tell, because Guadeloupe got that goal, kind of put us on our back foot, kind of changed it up whatever plans we had. But I feel like that was a perfect opportunity to say, let's play 3 in the midfield, 2 pivot, play, Tyreek in front of them, and then Tyreek can pick those passes in between where we can try to beat the offside trap and get a couple more shots in for Bailey and Shamar. Another big thing that I feel like, if we're going to stick with the 4-4-2, there wasn't enough crosses coming in. No, Guadeloupe had some bigger defenders, but I feel like if you're playing with 2 wingers, if we're going back to old Manu, 03, 04, Beckham and Giggs, those are men where, they're getting the ball on the outside and they're swinging in crosses. A lot of the times, especially on Bailey's side of the field, there weren't crosses going over unless there was the overlap. Now, I'm not saying between Shamar and Burton were the strongest in the air, but for that, 10 minutes or so that Andre Gray was on the field, he didn't get across either. So it's something where it was confusing to me tactically. We're so stuck on the 4-4-2, but we're playing crosses in behind. And then one other thing I saw as well was that, okay, if we're not getting the crosses, these defenders, and again, Bailey is on the opposite side. So he's looking to cut in because he really doesn't have a right foot. So you're looking to cut in. Why then won't you sometimes go into the midfield and turn into a false 10? This defender, their left back, I don't know who his name was, but for a time he was giving Bailey problems. So go into the midfield with Johnson, maybe dribble at somebody and look for those cutting passes. I feel like we never did any of those through passes through the midfield to keep the central defenders honest. It was a lot of work through the wing. And I against a team like this, I wanted to see us at least try something different so that, the Costa Ricas, the Mexicos, the USAs don't look at it and say, well, this is all they have. We know what to shut down. But, defensively, we looked all right. The goal that they got was our own goal. So we shall see. That's been the way with Jamaica in the last 2 Gold Cups. So I don't expect much different. And as long as we keep winning at the end of the day, the people that won't care. Even though, let me tell you, it's probably the best experience being around Jamaicans fans while Jamaica are playing. Like in at the stadium, like we're so lively. Like the Spanish fans, they have them songs and everything like that. But like we are cuss out, man. We are cheer, we are jeer. It's just it different. But anyways, just let me know your thoughts on the games. You know, should we have tried a 4-3-3? Do you think that would work a little bit better for me? Drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Again, please make sure to add us on IG. That's at 1AM Sports. Just search it up. And check out my previous videos as well. You know, thank you for all your support. Please like, subscribe, and share. You know, Facebook, WhatsApp, whatever works for you. And you know, definitely look out for content on the Costa Rica match that's coming up, and the knockout runs, because I will be doing previews for that as well. Thanks again. Peace.